What is up, good people? This is Shawana Mays, and I decided I would create this audio cast for you because I need to talk. Now, I've written down my notes because I want to make sure you get all of what I want to share today, and I don't want to leave anything out. So, I want to share what a holistic life and wellness coach is and why a consultation is useful. So that is what I am, a holistic life and wellness coach. And that is how I help the people that I serve, helping them make decisions about their life and wellness goals, helping them follow through, helping them get results, and helping them make those results stick. So let me just give you a little bit of background. I was certified as a coach through Legacy Holistic Health Institute November of 2021 and also became national board certified December 2022 with the National Board for Health and Wellness Coaching. Prior to that, I was in the health and fitness network marketing space with Body, formerly known as Beachbody, from August 2014 up until January 2023, where I myself had experienced losing 30 plus pounds using their health and fitness tools. And by the way, I still use them to this day. Now, this was where I actually found success because I no longer had to do any guesswork to reach my goals. So it was very simplified, and all I had to do was just do the work. And as you will get to know me, you will know that I love structure. It creates less overwhelm, AKA stress. so so that I could actually follow through with what I wanted to create for myself. Now, in this health and fitness network marketing space, I was called what they considered a coach, as I would help other women that connected with me also learn how to eat healthier and create a consistent fitness routine so that they could also reach their goals. But this is what I noticed. There was a common theme or pattern when it came to them not following through to reach their goals. With most of them, anytime they experienced an unexpected challenge or an obstacle, they would no longer follow through with their actions to reach their goals. Even though no matter what challenge came up in their lives, they still had access to the same tools and resources that I had access to, which could still help them create their success. Now, after years of watching women say how badly they wanted results, watching them make the investment in the tools and resources, then ultimately quitting on themselves, like I could no longer stay in the health and fitness network marketing space. I no longer felt good about offering a product and not seeing people create success from that product. It's not that the product didn't work, it's just that I knew that there was something missing. So I started to realize that there was this huge disconnect, and I had a high desire to figure out what that was. Because I realized I had been able to create success, plus so many other people created success with those same tools and resources and stayed consistent throughout all of their obstacles that came up, just as well as I did. So as time went on, I started to realize that it wasn't about having all the tools and resources. It was about people overcoming common obstacles that we all experience in different areas of their lives that seemingly got in the way of them creating the results on their health journey. That's when I understood so clearly the meaning of holistic. I was finally able to see that the reason the lack of follow through continued to happen, even if they had the same tools and resources to create their success, was because other areas of their lives were causing them to quit on the outcomes that they wanted to create for themselves on their health and wellness journey. It was like a freaking light bulb went off. So I want you to rock with me on what I'm about to share. Most people misunderstand what I do as a holistic life and wellness coach. They hear the word holistic and their minds automatically take them to herbs or meditation or some variation of that. Now, of course, herbs and meditation can be definitely a part of your health journey, because it's definitely a part of mine. But when I say holistic in my version of life and wellness coaching, this is what I mean. Well, first, let's do this. Let me give you Google's definition of holistic. And I quote, treating or considering the whole of something rather than just its part, characterized by the belief that the parts of something are interconnected. Interconnect Interconnectedness acknowledges that parts of a whole are not independent, but rather are intimately related and must be understood in relation to the whole. End quote. So I want to break this down into really simple terms so that you can really understand it. So anytime someone books a consultation with me, there is a simple exercise that I do. I walk them through several areas of their life. And those areas that I focus on with my clients are time, like creating time for self, their physical health. Usually, this is them wanting to establish consistent body movement, whatever that looks like for them. Their environment, like, is their current environment supportive of the outcomes they want? Their finances, do their finances support what they want out of life? Their weight, their business or their career, and their emotional health. Like, what does their emotional management or emotional capacity look like? How well are they able to deal with challenges? And I have them tell me where they are now in all those areas, and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 actually being the highest. And then I also have them tell me where they want to be in all of those areas. Now, sometimes there are people who get on the consultation who've never explored where they want to be in those areas of their lives. So it's the first thing that we get to work on when we decide to work together. But for those who already have an idea, they're able to share that information with me. Then I ask them a few questions about their outcomes that they want, which helps me see exactly how I can help them based on their responses. Now, let's take it back to that interconnectedness. Remember, interconnectedness acknowledges that parts of a whole are not independent, but rather intimately related and must be understood in relation to the whole. So, meaning the whole person. Now, on the consult, when I do the exercise and I look at all the information that is given to me in all the areas of someone's life, this is where I can clearly see how one or more of the areas of their life is affecting the outcomes they want, which is always the reason for the lack of follow through. For example, most of my clients that I work with have an ultimate desire to be on a health and wellness journey and or lose extra weight. And because they're experiencing challenges in one or more of those major areas of their lives, it creates so many negative thoughts and feelings, and it causes them to not follow through on reaching their goals or never even get started. And most times, they don't know how to get past that. Even if they already know what actions to take to produce their results, their outcomes, they don't stay on their journey long enough to get their results since they don't know how to manage negative thoughts and feelings when an unexpected obstacle comes up in their life. And then they repeat that start stop cycle over and over again. So, as a holistic life and wellness coach, I can teach anyone how to manage that in a very simple way. I'm not saying it will be easy, but it will be a simple process. And if you're willing to walk through that process, you'll be able to be that person who just does that and be able to create any result you want, no matter what. So it's time for you to build that skill of follow through and not allow the obstacles that come up in your life to stop you from creating what you want. It's so possible and it's available to you. Now, listen, most people never sit down and create time to even think about how to actually create what they want and create a plan for their current life that they are living. Most people never sit down and create time to think about what they are willing to do to create their outcomes. Most people never sit down and create time to think about what emotions they are willing to feel to move through challenges so they can follow through and create the outcomes they want. Most people never sit down and create time to decide if they are willing to meet themselves where they are now, like becoming highly aware of what they've created in their life up until now and accepting all of it. This is the reason I do consultations to help you figure out why you don't follow through on the outcomes you want that can impact your life in such a positive way. A consultation helps you get on the path to overcoming your obstacles. But first, it helps you figure out what your real obstacles actually are. Because if you never figure that out, you'll keep spinning your wheels doing the same thing over and over again and never getting anywhere. So I want to offer up to you to connect with me. Let's connect and get together on a complimentary consultation so that even if we decide not to work together long term, at least you'll know exactly what is creating your lack of follow through, and you can totally work with that information and take it as far as you want to take it. So, that right there is what I wanted to share. And I want to thank you for taking this time to listen to this audio cast.